Hey guys, Ernie with 223 coming at you with a video. I realize I haven't been making very many videos, but I've been really busy and I've had a lot of real life shit to deal with. But here I am tonight, Saturday night, got nothing to do else, so I figured I'd make a video and help and just start talking about some stuff that's been going on. The new set came out, Storm Ragnarok. Um, I collected all the cards I needed for the Karakuri deck from that, so I've built another version of my Karakuri deck, which is right here. Um, I'll probably be posting a deck profile of that at some point, maybe tonight, maybe tomorrow, I don't know. It works pretty well, it's pretty consistent. It's really easy to spam summon the Shoguns, both of them, which is really nice. But today I want to talk about, it's kind of a new little segment I'm going to do called Life Lessons in Yu-Gi-Oh! Where I basically teach you various things that you can learn through playing card games. And lesson one is humility. For those of you that don't know, humility is basically being humble, accepting the fact that you've lost gracefully, and moving on with your life. There's a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh players that haven't learned humility, but they will eventually, or they'll quit the game, and that's not my problem. They're all douchebags. It's important for you to learn that you're not always going to win. And it's important for you to learn to lose gracefully and not throw a temper tantrum. Yu-Gi-Oh! Does this really well because Yu-Gi-Oh! Has times where you lose for bullshit reasons, like a top deck, like Monster Reborn or something, or a top deck Infernity Archfiend that searches out the whole deck or something. So it's important to know that there is a luck factor in Yu-Gi-Oh! And no matter how much skill you have, you're still going to get sacked by someone. And you need to accept that loss gracefully, move on, shake the guy's hand and say good game, and just move on with your life. Now, you should go in to every duel expecting to win. That doesn't mean you're not humble. That just means that you're confident. That's a completely different thing. It's important to understand that you need to think in your head, I'm going to beat the shit out of this guy. I'm going to go perfect. I'm not going to take any life point damage. And I'm going to win every game. And I'm going to 2-0 him. I'm going to 2-0 the next guy, the next guy, the next guy, the next guy. Be the Sword and Dump champion, be the world champion, all that stuff. But you need to do it in a way that's like doesn't sound arrogant. You need to have faith in your skill as a player, and you need to have a good deck. Humility helps with that because through humility, you will learn what works and doesn't work in your deck. For example, if you're playing like an Elemental Hero deck, it's probably not a good idea to put a bunch of random Crystal Beast cards in there because they're not going to work together. So that's pretty important. But basically, what I'm trying to get at is like, you need to learn to lose gracefully, and I'm sick of seeing people, bitching because they lost. And it's always because of like a reason. Like they never get like the reason is never, oh, you outplayed me. The reason is, oh, I screwed up, or oh, if you didn't draw this, I would have won, or I would have had you next turn and stuff like that. And it's like, I don't care. I don't care if you would have had me next turn. I beat you this turn. That makes me the winner. I don't care if you would have had me next turn. This doesn't mean anything to me because we didn't go to the next turn. And people that say that are stupid. I've lost and I've been like, look at my hand. Like, there are so many things I could have done next turn, but I didn't get to do them. That sucks. But I'm not like, oh, we destroyed you next turn. I'm so cool. You got to learn to be humble. It's an important lesson to learn because in real life, humility goes a long way. If there are people at my work that were arrogant because the bosses praised them, people would hate them. There's this guy I work with, his name is Mike. He is 38 years old. He is the nicest guy I've ever met. He is the most humble guy. He is the hardest worker there, like hands down. And he is amazing. The dude is so cool. Like, he's just so humble about it. Like, he never admits that, like, he's that good. Like, because he doesn't want, like, he wants to stay off the radar because you don't want to be, like, another thing is, like, you don't want to be on the radar, like, anyone's radar. Like, if I'm really, really, really good and I'm really, really arrogant, people are going to be like, oh, well, I just want to beat this dude to prove that I can beat him and then rub it in his face. If I'm a super nice guy, people are going to want to duel me and we're going to have fun. I don't think that fighting arrogant duelists is fun unless I'm winning. And if I don't win, it just gives them more of an opportunity to brag, and that just makes you feel like shit. I hate fighting arrogant people. Fighting confident people is the best. Fighting people that play the game for the game it is, and not as like a life, is optimal. That's basically what I'm getting at here. So to wrap this all up real quick, uh, anyone that's listening, be humble, lose gracefully. If you win, shake the guy's hand and say good game. Um, there's no amount of humility is too much. Uh, you gotta accept losses and move on with your life. It's like when I play Call of Duty Black Ops and I go like 20 and 27 one game and we lose. I don't flip shit and throw the controller down. I'm like, well, what did I do wrong that caused me to get all these deaths? And I can go back and watch the match in theater mode and figure out like, oh, well, I shouldn't have done that because that was stupid and stuff like that. And I can learn from it. And that's the biggest thing. When you're humble, you learn. And when you learn, you grow as a duelist. You become more experienced and more skilled. If you want to be a good duelist, you got to be humble. Um, Most of the top duelists are not super cocky, arrogant bastards. They're actually really nice people. People uh, like M. Cole 40 is a really nice guy. Uh, People like Pro Winston's a really nice guy. All those guys are really cool. Um, so you got to think about it in that sense. Like, what are they doing right? And the thing they're doing right is they can accept a loss and deal with it and learn from it. If I'm trying out like a certain, like say I'm trying to play test compulsory evacuation devices and they just don't work, and I draw one and I lose because it didn't help me. Well, you don't flip shit and like tear the card up and throw it across the room. You think, huh, maybe it's more of a side deck card because it didn't help me in this situation, but it could help me in this situation. So you got to think about things like that, and that's how you learn as a duelist, and that's all built around humility. So, guys, be humble and be happy. I mean, the game's supposed to be fun, so have fun when you're playing it. Uh, that's all for this video, guys. I'll definitely have some more coming out. I'm sorry I haven't been making videos, but I'm going to try to my best to get working on them. The ban list should be out soon. I'm definitely going to have a little discussion about that. But until then, Aaron with 223. Peace out, guys.